Okay guys, back again. This is going to be a Trivial Pursuit type quiz. If it works. Hold on. Hopefully it'll work. We shall see. So basically there's going to be two winners. The first to get all their wedges. Hello Rids. Nice to see you again, Rids. So basically it's going to be two winners today. This is a Trivial Pursuit type quiz. So the first to get all their wedges ends the game. But also the person with the most points also wins. And if you got the wedge, it's always worth going for the question again because you can block someone else getting the wedge. That probably doesn't make sense, but it will do as we go along. So anyway, I'm going to start in a minute. Hello Paul, nice to see you again, hope you're well. This is a Trivial Pursuit type quiz today. This Trivial Pursuit, these questions are really old. Anyway, you'll get the hang of the game. Hello One Punch. You'll get the hang of the game. We'll start now, just as a warm-up. Okay, so this Trivial Pursuit. So the first to get all the wedges wins, but also it's also worth going for points all the time because whoever gets the most points also wins. Okay, if that makes sense, it will soon make sense. Okay, geography. What's the official language of Nigeria? And this is quite an old quiz, so it could have changed. What's the official language of Nigeria? Hello, IDK, nice to see you. Not Nigerian, good guess. What's the official language of Nigeria? Not French. Not French, Paul. English. Well done, IDK. You got a wedge. And a point. So IDK's got his geography wedge. But he still can go for geography questions as well because it blocks other people getting them. Okay. So IDK's in the lead. Next question. This is entertainment. It's quite an easy one, really, wasn't it? Okay, what film do Al Jolson, Danny Thomas and Neil Diamond have in common? This is an old quiz. What film do Al Jolson, Danny Thomas and Neil Diamond all have in common? I've heard of the film, but I wouldn't have known the answer. It's about a type of music, if that's a clue for anybody. Al Jolson, Danny Thomas, Neil Diamond. Anybody know that one? Anybody want to guess? If not, I'll just pass on that one. Anybody want to guess on that one? No? I presume we're still alive. Okay, that was called The Jazz Singer. Well, good guess. It's called The Jazz Singer. Okay, this is for history. What war was waged by 57 countries? History. What war was waged by 57 countries? World War II, well done One Punch. World War II. So One Punch gets his history wedge. And also a point. Okay, next one. Oh, unlucky IDK. I think there might be a bit of a delay there. So World War II it was. Okay, arts and literature. What artist had designs on a parachute? What artist had designs on a parachute? This actually makes more sense when you see the answer. Which artist had designs on a parachute? I'll give some clues. Well done. Da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci. One Punch gets his arts and literature wedge. Yeah, he invented quite a few things, didn't he? Or had ideas of things like helicopter and stuff like that. Okay, science and nature next. What's the nearest star to Earth? What's the nearest star to Earth? And if you don't know that one, you must be new to this planet. What's the nearest star? The sun. Well done, Rids. Rids gets his science and nature. Rids gets a science and nature point. Well done, Rids. The sun. Okay. Sport. What country holds the attendance record for a World Cup final in football? What country holds the record attendance for a World Cup final in football? who were the hosts of the biggest attended World Brazil. Well done, Rids. Rids gets a sport one. Yeah, that was 1950, I think, wasn't it? Brazil against Uruguay. Almost 200,000 people there, I think. Okay, so we're back on another one now. Okay. So back to geography. You might be on a time delay, IDK. Go out of the thing and come back in again. Hello, Imogen. Nice to see you. Yeah, if you're having a time delay, go out and come back in and it should reset it. Anyway, IDK has got this geography wedge, but it's always worth going through it again. What is the largest city in Alaska? This may have changed, but what's the largest city in Alaska? Yeah, try that, yeah. What's the largest city in Alaska? No, Toronto's in Canada. Good guess, though. Anchorage. Well done, One Punch. One Punch gets his geography wedge. So One Punch has got 3 wedges. Hello, Princess Lily. Hi, nice to see ya. One Punch has got 3 wedges already. Watch out. Okay, so who played the title role in I, Claudius for entertainment? Who played the title role in I, Claudius? This was a British TV programme, I think. I, Claudius. Maybe from the 70s, I think. I sort of could think of it. I, Claudius. Derek Jacobi. Well done, Anita. Derek Jacobi. Anita gets her entertainment wedge. Well done, Anita. Okay, history next. Who is the patron saint of sailors? When? It was probably the 60s or 70s, Rids. Who was the patron saint of sailors? Who knows this one? The patron saint of sailors. Always worth a guess if you don't know. Not St. Nicholas, yeah, it's always worth a guess. St. Nicholas is a good guess, and so is the other one. The patron saint of sailors. Anybody know that this one for a history wedge? The patron saint of sailors. Nobody knows this one? Okay, we're going to have to... Not St. George, no. Okay, we're passing this one. It's Saint Erasmus. There we go, Saint Erasmus. Okay, art and literature. Yeah, it needs... Well, One Punch, you got 3 wedges. You're halfway there, so you could win. Okay, art and literature. Who wrote The Call of the Wild? The great book. The Call of the Wild. Who wrote that? Never met the guy. Who wrote The Call of the Wild? Very good book, this one. Who wrote it? Jack London, yes. Well done, Anita. Anita gets art and literature wedge. Jack London, yeah, great author. Well done. Okay. This is a science question. What drug can be found in tonic water? What drug can be found in tonic water? What drug can be found in tonic water? Didn't know this one. Probably not the case anymore. Newton's cradle, quinine. Yes, well done, Newton. Your first point, your first wedge, science and nature. Quinine, yeah. Apparently quinine, yeah. Don't talk about paracetamol. Okay, sport and leisure. This is an old one, but you can guess it. What company supplied Lotus with its first Formula 1 turbo engines? Back in the day when you used to allow turbo engines, what company supplied them? Guess a car company, and you get the point. Not Mercedes. Just guess a car company, and you'll get a point if you get it right. Not Cosworth, not Ferrari, not Ford. This is French, a French company. Good guess with Brabham, but it's not Brabham. A French car company. Just guess a French car company. Not Mers. Not Peugeot. Hello, Mihailo. Nice to see you again, Mihailo. Not Volvo. They're Swedish. Not Fiat. They're Italian. Anita, Renault. Well done, Anita. That was science. That was sport and leisure, wasn't it? Well done, Anita. Renault. Okay, so One Punch has got 3 wedges. Anita's got 3 wedges. Ridge has got 2 wedges. Hello, Siri. Siri, I hope you pronounced your name right. Okay, next round. Geography again. What was responsible for making the Norfolk Broads? What was responsible for the making of the Norfolk Broads, which is a nice holiday area in the UK? But what was responsible? Next round, yeah. Next round of questions. What was responsible for making the Norfolk Broads? Not a storm. Good guess, though. I didn't know this one, but it's a pretty obvious. Not an earthquake. The Norfolk Broads are very flat, aren't they? Not a flood. Not a glacier. It's something physical happened to them, but like humans did it. Well, Anita, you're close there. So what did they do to the wetlands? Not land reclamation. I'll give you a pass in a second. Not a canal. Okay, we're passing that one. Peat cutting. They cut all the peat out of the ground, and that's what caused the Broads. You can't use peat anymore, I don't think, in gardens. But there we go. Yeah, excavating. Unlucky One Punch. Basically excavating peat out of the ground. Okay, entertainment. Who was the long-running boss of ITV's Crossroads Motel? Excuse me. Who was the long-running boss of Crossroads Motel on TV? Who's old enough to remember this one? Not Barry. You're thinking of Benny, are you? It's a woman. Crossroads Motel. I remember this programme, but I don't remember the person. Yeah, Benny from Crossroads. He was like the helper, wasn't he? Meg. Well done, Paul. That'll do, Meg. What was her name? Meg Richardson. Well done, Paul. Paul's got a point. Paul gets an entertainment wedge. Well done, Paul. Okay, next question. Hopefully this quiz doesn't take too long, but we shall see. You were born in 2011. Yeah, you were, Reds, weren't you? Okay, well, I'll do a contemporary quiz soon, just for you. Okay, history. Who was nicknamed the Little Corporal? Excuse me. Who was nicknamed the Little Corporal? Some people get called the Little Hitler these days, but who was Napoleon. Well done, Anita. Napoleon. Anita's got a history point now. Napoleon. Well done, guys. Well done, my highlight. Anita's now got 4 wedges. Okay, art and literature. What Daniel Defoe character had everything done by Friday? What Daniel Defoe character had everything done by Friday? Bit of a weird question, that one, but I'm sure you know the answer. Robinson Crusoe. Well done, Anita. You get a point. You've already got the art and literature wedge, but you blocked other people getting it, so that's good. Okay, science now. What's the term for oscillation of water particles in the oceans? What's the term for oscillation of water particles in the oceans? Excuse me. Riptide. Oh, you're on the right lines, Rids. You're on the right lines. What's the term for oscillation of water particles in the ocean? It's easier than you'd imagine. Not times, no. Not. It's such an obvious answer. Not tides. It's a 5-letter word and it's pretty obvious. It's to do with water. Waves. Well done, Rids. Yep, waves. Rids was there first. You've already got science and nature though, Rids, but you get a point for that. Waves, yeah. Okay, sport. Where did Erica Rowe streak to fame? Where did Erica Rowe streak to fame? This is a bit of an old-fashioned question, but maybe Paul might know who this person was. Some of the older ones might do. Where did Erica Rowe streak to fame? In the days when people used to streak on sports pitches. Not Wembley. Good guess. Very close. Not Lords. Hello, Brent. For 5 points, Brent. I'm joking. We're not doing that quiz again. Where did Erica Rowe streak to fame? Which sports ground? Which sports ground? Which sports ground? Excuse me. They play rugby at this ground. Which rugby ground did Erica Rowe streak to fame? Twickenham. Well done, Newton's Cradle. Yeah, you get sports. You got a sports point there. Yeah, it used to be quite common back in the day, streaking at sporting events. Doesn't happen anymore though. Okay, so Newton's now got 2 wedges. Okay, back to geography again. What Scandinavian city is called the White City of the North? What Scandinavian city is called the White City of the North? I'm sure Anita's been here. Not Whitehaven, not not Oslo, not Stockholm, not Copenhagen. Always worth a guess. You're on the right lines. The White City of the North. Just think of a capital city in Scandinavia. Helsinki. Well done, IDK. Helsinki was the answer. IDK, you've already got that wedge, but you get another point. Well done. Okay, this next one. Oh. I want to skip this next one because I don't think anybody's going to get it. But I will do another entertainment from this card. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll have to read it out anyway, but it's going to be hard. Who left Sue Lawley to get up early? Who left Sue Lawley to get up early? I think this is a reference to a radio show on BBC back in the day. Who left Sue Lawley to get up early? The police. Not Queen Elizabeth, no. This is a man who was also a famous sports presenter back in the day. Bald, I think he was. Famous sports presenter. Long dead, I'd imagine. Frank somebody. His first name was Frank. Chris Kamara. No, it wasn't Chris Kamara. Frank somebody. Famous sports presenter, radio presenter. Not Murray Walker. Not Frank Lampard. Frank Boff. Well done, Brent. Yeah, Frank Boff. God, I'm glad we got rid of that question. Some of these questions are very old. Frank Frankenstein. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay. History next. Who was the great-great-grandfather of Thomas Christian, OBE of Pitcairn Island? Who was the great-great-great-grandfather of Thomas Christian, OBE of Pitcairn Island? This is easy if you think about it. The great-great Fletcher Christian. Well done, Anita. Yeah. Fletcher Christian. You've got history. You get a point. Yeah, they're all descendants of the Bounty, aren't they? Mutiny and the Bounty. Okay, art and literature. Who created the hauntingly successful Blythe Spirit? Who created the hauntingly successful Blythe Spirit? Now, Anita's really good, Mahalo. She's really good. Noel Coward. Well done, Anita. Noel Coward, yeah. You got art and literature today. You get a point. Noel Coward. Who's seen Only Fools and Horses when they play Trivial Pursuit? Anyway, if you have seen Only Fools and Horses when they play Trivial Pursuit, can you guess what the answer is? No, she's not a bot. She's a regular. Okay, this is what Del Boy didn't know. Okay, in Only Fools and Horses, what is a female swan called? What is a female swan called? No. Pen, Bryn, yeah, Pen. That was a funny scene in Only Fools and Horses. He gives him a clue like that. And he says Bic. Anyway. A female swan is a pen. A cygnet is a baby swan, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, you're second. You were second, Rids. You were second. Well done. Okay, so, sport and leisure. Oh, no. There's 6 answers to this one. Okay. Get rid of that one. Okay. What sport had its first club at Hambleton in Hampshire? What sport had its first club at Hambledon in Hampshire? What sport had its first club? Not rugby. Well, it's worth a guess though. Cricket. Well done, Mahilo. It's cricket. Don't know if you knew that one, Mahilo, but you've got the wedge. Mahilo, yeah, cricket. I never knew that. Yeah, the other one, the question before was name all the 6 murder weapons in Cluedo. That wouldn't really work on this quiz, would it? Okay, geography. Back to geography again. What's the most commonly spoken language in Belgium? What is the most commonly spoken language in Belgium? One punch, yeah, French. You already got geography though, one punch. You got that point. It's French. Okay, entertainment. What film features Shirley MacLaine as a prostitute and Jack Lemmon as a pimping gendarme? What film featured Shirley MacLaine as a prostitute and Jack Lemmon as a pimping gendarme? Not The Apartment. This has got a French name to it. I don't know it. Not Shrek. Not The Client. Not Terms of Endearment. I've never heard of this film. We may have to pass on it. Okay, we're passing it. It's called... Yeah. It's a name. Not Last Tango in Paris. No. Yeah, old quiz, yeah. Irma La Duce. That's probably Italian, isn't it? I don't know. Anyway, no one knew it. History. What World War II commander had the forename Irwin? What World War II commander had the forename Irwin? Hello, North Aftor. Irwin. Not Goebbels, not Steve. The forename Irwin. Irwin Steve wasn't a famous commander, was he? No. Irwin. Rommel. Well done, Martin Cook. Well done, Martin Cook. You got a point. You're a new player, Martin, I think. You're welcome. Yeah, Irwin Rommel. The Desert Rat. Okay. Art and leisure. Or art and literature. What was James Herriot's other occupation? What was James Herriot's other occupation? Vet, yeah, well done. Anita, vet, yeah. Anita's got that point. Of course, James Herriot wasn't his real name. He was named after a footballer, actually, Birmingham City goalkeeper, because he couldn't use his real name because he was a vet. If that makes sense. Okay, science and nature. What is the funny bone so called? Why is the funny bone so called? Yeah, he could, because he was a vet, he couldn't use his real name for the book, so he picked a random footballer who died this year, actually, James Herriot. Not famous. Humorous. Well done, Martin Cook. Humorous. Martin Cook. I think it's a new player. He's got 2 points already. He's got 2 wedges already. Well done, Martin. Okay. Sport and leisure. How many classic horse races are there? How many classic horse races are there? No one's got the answer yet. Not 3, not 4. 5. Paul Brady. 5, yeah. Paul gets the sporting wedge. I think they are the Derby, the St Ledger, the Oaks, 1,000 guineas and 2,000 guineas, I think. Well done, Paul. 5. Okay, so Anita's got 4 wedges. One Punch's got 3 wedges. Some of you got 2 wedges. Geography again. What country's Alps surround Lake Lucerne? What country's Alps surround Lake Lucerne? Switzerland. Well done, Anita. Switzerland. Anita gets the geography one. Well done, Anita. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, Anita, all Anita needs is science and nature to win. So when we do science and nature question, you need to block Anita quickly, otherwise the game's over. Entertainment. What singer starred in The Man Who Fell to Earth? You rubbish at science. What singer starred as the man who fell to earth? David Bowie. Well done, Anita. You got that point. You got the wedge, but you get the point as well. David Bowie. Okay. History. Who was good Queen Bess? Who was good Queen Bess? Oh, I don't know about that. She doesn't know everything. She's just good. Who was good Queen Bess? No, a racehorse, where she might have been, but that's not the answer, Bren. Good Queen Bess, you know this. Elizabeth I. Well done, Newton. Newton needed that one. Newton's now on 3. Queen Elizabeth I, yeah. Art and literature. Who was assigned to steal the girdle of the Amazon Queen Hippolyte? You're doing all right, ADK. You got the first ever point in this game. Who was assigned to steal the girdle of the Amazon Queen Hippolyte? I've heard of the answer. It wasn't Jimmy Savile. It wasn't Jimmy Savile. It's this is ancient Greece. Name someone from ancient Greece. Not George Clooney. Arnold Schwarzenegger played this in his first ever movie, this person. Oh, is it Lamin Jamal? Yeah, he plays in this game. Newton said, I don't understand the question. Well, I don't understand it either. Yeah, but his first ever movie, he played somebody. No, his first ever movie in the early 70s, he played somebody. His voice was dubbed. And this is the answer. Someone from Hercules. Well done, Martin. Hercules, yeah. Hercules in New York is an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Way back. And he was dubbed. His voice was dubbed because he didn't... And he was billed as Arnold Strong because they didn't think Schwarzenegger would be very catchy. So it was Arnold Strong. I am Chucky. Nice to see you, Chucky. Okay. Anyway. And if Anita gets this, she wins. Science and nature. What is the cube of 5? What is the cube of 5? Oh, and Anita wins. Well done, Anita. You have won the game. So Anita gets all 6 wedges, and she also wins the other game with 11 points. So well done, Anita. It was a maths question, wasn't it? So anyway, what do you think of Trivial Pursuit game? Do you think it's any good or not? If it is, we'll play another time. Good or not? Do you like it, Martin? Do you like Trivial Pursuit yet? Yeah, okay. We won't play it again today, but we will play it again another day. But you have to wait, Rose, okay? But I will, if you want, I'll do a few more questions, random questions, on another quiz if you want, for about 10 minutes. If anybody wants to play. Yeah, I'll get some more modern ones soon. Thanks Newton. I just got this from the charity shop. But yeah, the game style is different, but it's all right. Okay, give me a minute. I'll get a book. Hold on. Yeah, so we'll play Trivial Pursuit again another day, and sometimes it can go on. I used to play this on another app years ago, and it could go on forever. If someone kept blocking that science and nature question from Anita, then we could go round and round forever. Anyway, who wants to do another quiz if you want to? These are just random questions. This book's called Three of a Kind, so anyway, let's see what we can do. If I can find some questions, we can... Anita can only answer. I'll just see if I can... Some of these might be quite hard. Okay. Let's just see what happens. Well, I'll read these out and one line for each answer, yeah? What are the names of the 3 types of sword used in fencing? What are the names of the 3 types of sword used in fencing? Get a point for each one. Oh, Andrew Young, you're funny, aren't you? What are the 3 types of sword used in fencing? Oh, your boss is calling you. See you later, Brenda. Get sacked. Foil, yeah. Martin's got a point for foil. You're bald too, yeah. We're all bald. Andrew Young has got hair. What's he doing having a hair? Silly. Yeah, foil's one of the answers. Well done. And yeah, you're bald as well. Well, that's all right then, isn't it? Epee and Sabre. Well done, Paul. I'll give you 2 points for that, Paul. Okay, next question. What are the first names of the 3 Cray brothers? Jim Palmer. Nice to see you, Jim. What are the first names of the 3 Cray brothers? Yeah, we're all bowling balls. Doesn't matter, does it? Who cares? At least we don't have to comb our hair in the morning. What were the names of the 3 Cray brothers? First names. Anybody know that one? Ronnie, Reg and Charlie. Well done, Jim. Jim Palmer gets 3 points. Okay, next question. Which cities do the following baseball teams come from? And if these have changed, it's not my fault, okay? Hello, Winthrop. Nice to see you again. Okay. Which cities do these baseball teams come from? The Pirates. Nice to see you, Jim. The Pirates. But what cities do the Pirates come from? American baseball. Pittsburgh. Well done, One Punch. You might do well on this one. Okay, next one. The Cardinals. What cities do the Cardinals come from? St. Louis. Well done, One Punch. And last one. What city do the Orioles come from? Whatever that means. Orioles? Baltimore, yeah. Well done, One Punch. I thought he put Pittsburgh. He put Pittsburgh. What are you on about, Andrew Young? He put Pittsburgh. Okay. What are the names of the schools that featured in these following 3? Fame. What school was Fame featured in? Oh, it's a bird, is it? What school was featured in Fame, the TV series? If anybody remembers that one. Might be a bit of a hard question, this one. I'll skip that one then. Okay, in Saving Private Ryan, who played the following characters? Okay, who played Private Ryan? In Saving Private Ryan, who played Private Ryan? Fame Academy. Let's call the New York Academy or something. Matt Damon. Well done, One Punch. Sorry. Okay, who played Captain Miller? Who played Captain Miller? Jim Palmer. I didn't even say it and you got it right. unless you guessed wrong. But anyway, Jim Palmer got that one. So who played Captain Hamill in Saving Private Ryan? Who played Captain Hamill? Captain Hamill. He played Captain Hamill. This guy also was in... This guy was also in Cheers, I think. That's what I know him from anyway. Hold on a second. This guy was in Cheers. Maybe this one. Ted somebody. Captain Hamill. Nobody knows this one. Okay, we're passing that one. It's Ted Danson. Oh, yeah, Paul wrote that. Ted Danson, yeah. Give you a point there, Paul. I think that's what you put. Ted Danson. Yeah, well done, Paul. Okay, next few questions then. Okay, this is for British one. In The Last of the Summer Wine, who played the following characters? Compo. He played Compo in The Last of the Summer Wine. Some of the British will get this one very easily. He played Compo in Last of the Summer Wine. Bill Owen, well done, Martin Cook. Well done, Martin. Who played Clegg? Who played Clegg? Peter Sallis, yeah, well done, Martin. If nobody knows who Peter Sallis is in America, he's the voice of Wallace and Gromit. Who played Foggy? Who played Foggy? Brian Wilde. Well done, Martin. Yeah, Brian Wilde. Okay. In which soaps would you meet the following characters? Joe Mangle. What soap would you feature Joe Mangle? Neighbours. Well done, Martin. Okay, next one. Ray Krebs. Never heard of this one. Ray Krebs. Ray Krebs. Who remembers Ray Krebs? No, yeah, I've never heard of him. I've heard of the TV programme. No, it's an American one. I mean, I wouldn't really call it a soap. But yeah, Ray Krebs. Who's Ray Krebs? Never heard of him. Okay, in this TV programme, someone got shot once and it was very famous. Nobody knows this one? Dallas, what on One Punch, yeah. Don't remember Ray Krebs? I don't remember who Ray Krebs is. Never heard of him. And the last one, Matt Wilson. Matt Wilson. What soap did Matt Wilson appear in? Someone's guessed this one already. The answer. Hello, Newton. Back again. What soap did Matt Wilson appear in? The character. It's an Australian one, but not Neighbours, the other one. Not Neighbours, but the other one. Home and Away, well done, Newton. Home and Away. Okay, next one. Okay, bit of an American one. Who were the vice presidents of these following presidents? Just need to check. Who were the vice presidents of... Who was Bill Clinton's vice president? Who was Bill Clinton's vice president? Al Gore, well done, One Punch. You could do well in this. One Punch, you're in the lead, actually, in 6 points. Who was John F. Kennedy's vice president? Who was John F. Kennedy's vice president? Lyndon Baines Johnson, yep. Became president, didn't he, after... Anyway, who was Jimmy Carter's vice president? Who was Jimmy Carter's vice president? Jimmy Carter's vice president. Nobody knows this one? I've heard of him. Walter somebody. His first name's Walter. Walter somebody. Does that ring a bell now? Walter somebody? Give a few more seconds and then we'll just have to pass it. Walter Mondale. That's it. Well done, Paul. Walter Mondale. Okay, next one. In which century were the following buildings built? The Eiffel Tower. Not really a building, but what century was the Eiffel Tower built? No, not. What century? What century? Not the 18th. What century? Yeah, well done, One Punch, yeah. I was going to give it to you anyway. 19th, yeah. Okay, what century was the Taj Mahal built? What century was the Taj Mahal built? I didn't realise it was as old as this. But what century was the Taj Mahal built? 17th, well done, One Punch, yeah. I didn't realise it was as old as that. What century was Westminster Abbey built? What century was Westminster Abbey built? Hello, Pablo. Nice to see you, Pablo. Any new players, don't forget to subscribe and we'll play again next time. No, Westminster Abbey in London. What century was it built? Was it... Nice to see you, Pablo. What century was Westminster Abbey built? No, a lot earlier than that. Really early. Didn't William the Conqueror commission it or something like that? I think. That might be a clue anyway. Not the 12th. 11th. Well done, One Punch, yeah. I think William the Conqueror might have had... Or was William the Conqueror crowned in it or something like that? Definitely a connection there. Okay. Next one. Do a couple more, then I'll have to go. 5 more minutes, then I'm going. Okay. In which European cities could you visit the following attractions? The Luxembourg Gardens. The Luxembourg Gardens. What city is that in? Never heard of it. But what city is the Luxembourg Gardens in? Just guess a European city if you don't know. Not Luxembourg, no. Makes sense, but it's not Luxembourg. Which European city is the Luxembourg Gardens in? Paris, well done, One Punch, yeah, Paris. What European city is the Trevi Fountain in? What European city is the Trevi Fountain in? The Trevi Fountain. Is it in Notre Dame, is it? The Trevi Fountains in Rome. Well done, Newton. Last one of this bit. What European city are the Tivoli Gardens? What European city are the Tivoli Gardens? Not London. Not Naples. Tivoli Gardens, this is Scandinavia. Arnie Slot. Yeah, I'm Arnie Slot, yeah. Sorry about yesterday's result, David, but you know. Tivoli Gardens. Where the Vikings come from. Copenhagen, well done, Pablo. Well done, Pablo, you're on the board. Okay. This is the last 3 questions. Who assassinated the following people? John Lennon. Who assassinated John Lennon? Mark David Chapman. Well done, Pablo. 2 points, Pablo. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Who assassinated Lee Harvey Oswald? Who assassinated Lee Harvey Oswald? Jack Ruby. Well done, Martin. Jack Ruby, yeah. Last one. Who assassinated Martin Luther King? Who assassinated Martin Luther King? Anybody remember who assassinated Martin Luther King? His name sounds similar to a Star Wars actor. Nobody knows this one? Hold on. No, One Punch was on my screen. What the order on your screen may be slightly different to mine. Who assassinated Martin Luther King? Yeah, sorry, Newton. One Punch was definitely first on my screen. The order might be slightly different on your screen. So yeah, he played this guy played. Keep losing connection. Yeah, this guy played the voice of Darth Vader. His name sounds similar to the guy who assassinated Martin Luther King. Anybody want to guess that? You're close, One Punch. Give you a couple more seconds. James Earl, that's it. James Earl Ray, that's it. James Earl Ray. Well done, Martin. Okay, that's the end of that little short quiz. Oh, battery's running out anyway, so that's good, lucky. So, new players, if you're not subscribed before, please subscribe, and I'll be back another day. Nice to see you guys. Okay, so this little quiz. Newton got 2. Pablo got 2. Paul got 4. Jim got 4. Martin got 7. And One Punch got 11. Well done, One Punch. Is that your first win? Incidentally, One Punch, you came second in the other quiz. Anita got 11. You got 4. So you're definitely on form today, One Punch. Well done, guys. Okay, I'll be back again another time. First win, well done. Yeah, you're on form today. I'll be back again another time. Maybe we'll do another Trivial Pursuit round. Also, I'm going to do some film quotes at some point. Read out some film quotes. And you can guess from that. And also maybe do a picture round, and I'll get the iPad and just try to see if that works as well. Always worth doing a few different ideas. Anyway, thanks guys for playing, and I'll see you again next time. Maybe on Saturday, maybe, I don't know. We shall see anyway. Take care guys, see you later.